Lust isn't merely a fleeting urge or a secret thought. It is a spiritual battle that begins long before the action, deep within the heart. It's not just about what we look at, but about how we see. And the truth is, the way we see others is often a mirror reflecting the condition of our own hearts. The world gives us 1,000 excuses. It's the culture. It's just summer fashion. It's how people dress nowadays. But when we hide behind these words, we are no different from Adam in the garden, who said, "The woman you gave me, she made me sin." The moment we blame others for our internal battles, we forfeit the very power that God has given us. The power to choose holiness, the power to guard our thoughts, the power to love instead of lust. Because make no mistake, lust is not love. Love sees a soul, lust sees an object. Love gives, lust takes. Love protects, lust consumes. And so many walk around thinking this is normal, thinking that desire is something uncontrollable, something we must simply manage or hide. But Jesus didn't die so we could manage sin. He died so we could be free from it. He said, Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." Not just in eternity, but here, now, in every moment we look at others with the eyes of heaven. And yet too often we reduce people, daughters of God, sons of God, to fragments, to body parts, to shadows of their full identity. But what if we saw them the way Christ does? What if we looked not through the lens of desire, but through the lens of divine worth? If we would be repulsed by the thought of lusting after our own sister, mother, or daughter, then that tells us something profound, that love protects, that when love is present, lust has no room to grow. And when lust overtakes us, it reveals not just a weakness in the flesh, but a deficiency of love in the heart. Lust is not just a sin of passion. It is the absence of reverence, of dignity, of holy affection. And so, we must stop excusing it, stop dressing it up in culture's clothes, and call it what it is: a thief, a deceiver, a counterfeit that pulls us away from what is real and holy. And yes, in our digital age, temptation is everywhere. Pornography has become the silent epidemic of our generation, easily accessible, shamefully hidden, and deeply destructive. It doesn't just stain your screen, it stains your soul. As the church fathers have said, pornography is the iconography of the devil. It trains our eyes to see bodies, not beings. It forms habits of selfishness, not self-sacrifice. And perhaps most terrifying of all, it numbs our sensitivity to the sacred. We begin to see others not as bearers of God's image, but as means to an end, tools to satisfy a moment of desire. But child of God, you are made for more than this. You are made to love, not to lust, to build up, not to tear down with your gaze. You are made to reflect Christ, not to consume counterfeit pleasure that leaves you emptier each time. St. Isaac the Syrian says it plainly: "Whoever does not voluntarily flee from temptation will involuntarily become a slave to sin." That is, if you do not choose to deny yourself when the spark appears, you will be consumed by the fire when it rages. If you don't walk away when it's easy, you won't stand when it's hard. Lust is not just about the moment of temptation. It's about what you feed in secret, what you scroll through, what you allow to linger in your mind, what you fantasize about when no one is watching. But God sees, and He doesn't see to condemn. You are already loved. He sees to set you free. He sees to call you back to your true self. Because freedom is not found in indulgence, it is found in surrender. And yes, you may fall, but His mercy is greater than your failure. His grace is stronger than your addiction. His Spirit is still able to renew you. You don't have to stay in the cycle of guilt and shame. You can rise. You can start again. You can be clean. So take courage. Turn your eyes from what entices and fix them on what endures. Pray not just for purity of action, but for purity of vision. Ask God to give you a heart that sees as He sees, a heart that loves, that honors, that builds up instead of breaking down. Lust may knock, but it does not have to live inside you. And when it tries to whisper that you're too far gone, that you'll never overcome, remind yourself, Christ already won this battle, and you, by His Spirit, are not a slave. You are a son. You are a daughter. You are a temple of the Holy Spirit. You are not too broken to be made new. And in Him, purity is not just possible. It is your inheritance.